Chicago Bears Now is presented by Manscaped. Valentine's Day is almost here, and if you want to have a special Valentine's Day, get going with the men's grooming product at Manscaped. They have a bunch of them available, including the best ball hair trimmer on the market, the Lawnmower Ultra 5.0. Go check it out, manscaped.com. Promo code BEARS20 for 20% off. All right, we're going to kind of get into a Justin Fields-centric show today. Keep Justin Fields as the topic. DJ Moore and Kmet were both hanging out at Media Row in Las Vegas for Super Bowl week. So we got some quotes we're going to dive into as they both sound off on the topic. So it should be a fun show today that we get into. Then plus a couple of other nuggets from Kmet that I thought were worth mentioning as well. Before we get into all of that, if you want to keep Justin Fields, and I know a lot of you guys do, like this video. If not, comment why you want to move on and draft Caleb or Drake or whoever the hell you want. But if you're in the Keep Justin Fields camp, smash that like button and do it right now. Okay, DJ Moore, he made his intentions clear late last season. After the season that he wanted to keep Justin Fields, his stance has not changed. However, he did make a notable admission today, which we'll get into in a second. Here's what he said via the Chicago Sun-Times. He said, "I advocated for Fields, and to see it come through would be amazing. But if it doesn't, I'll still be happy." There's the admission. I don't get to make that decision. I just go out there and make as many plays as I can for the quarterback that's back there, as I've shown this year. But it would be nice to see Justin stay. To me, that's a quote of a man who's understanding the landscape and saying, yeah, I want to keep Justin. We might keep Justin, but I understand a change is very much a possibility. Like like you hear him talk today too, just the interview rounds he made. It's like, he wants his guy. He had a big year with them, but I think he knows deep down there's a real chance that change does happen here. Here's what he said on the Kay Adams show. He said, because she asked him what he would do with the number one pick if he was in charge. He said, "I would stick with Justin and then trade back and get more O-line. We need some more depth at receiver. All playmakers are welcome," he later said. "I love him," when asked about Marvin Harrison Jr. "We ran track on the same team. He was younger, and I watched him progress." So, obviously, he's been asked about Marvin Harrison before. He, of course, would love that idea. And look, I've always said this about DJ Moore defending Justin. It makes sense. He had the best year of his career with Justin Fields. He's played with some really bad quarterbacks in Carolina. Justin Fields is not a really bad starting quarterback. He's a good one. Now, is he a franchise you do everything you can to keep and pay him? I think he has more to prove there, but if I put up these numbers with Justin, I'd probably want to keep the guy too, because he knows what the unknown at quarterback provides. He's been through it in Carolina, and I think in his head he's probably like, trade down, go get Marvin Harrison Jr., who's had a couple of monster seasons at Ohio State, build this roster a little bit more, and let's get this thing moving. I completely understand where he's coming from, and that is sound logic, especially as a teammate of Fields, who they all talk about is just an awesome teammate, a hard worker, a leader, all of that stuff. And there's no denying that DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison Jr. would have this potential of being something special. I mean, there's no doubt. It'd be fire. Like, I love Marvin Harrison Jr. I've said it for months. He's the best player in this draft, in my opinion. Now, quarterback is the most impactful position in the sport. And again, as I've said, if you think there's a clear upgrade available if you're Ryan Poles, obviously that's something you have to do. I don't know what Ryan Poles' evaluations are. So that's just kind of a general statement. Like, if you can upgrade at quarterback, then you probably should do so, because that's how you win in this sport. Now, pick a combination, because if you keep Justin Fields, getting Marvin Harrison Jr. is much more attainable, whether you stick at 1 or trade down to 2 with Washington, etc. Would you rather have the Justin Fields, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison combo, MHA, or would you rather go Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, than get like Aroma Dunze at number 9? Let me know which combo you'd rather have. How about this? Type 1 for the first one, type 2 for the second one. Pick a combo you'd rather see in Chicago. Let me know what you guys think down below. We'll hear from Kmet in a second as he sounded off on this topic as well. But we are presented by Manscaped. Guys, roses are red, violets are blue. Trim your balls and your date will thank us too. What's up, fellas? Valentine's Day is almost here, and Manscaped is the remedy for what the love doctor has ordered. Most specifically, Listen, the 5.0, the Ultra, the Lawnmower's much improved product, the best ball hair trimmer on the market. It's a smooth shave. They've worked on their product for years, and I've been with Manscaped since it was the Lawnmower 3.0. Now it's the 5.0, and that's what I appreciate about this company. They don't rest on their laurels. They're always looking to improve, just like us here at Chat Sports, and they have made their ball hair trimmer better than ever. Go check them out. Use promo code Bears20 at manscaped.com. But they have tons of other products. I'm a big fan of the Beard Hedger. When I gave myself a beard trim the other day, this is the product that I use. So if you're a beard guy, you can order that as well. Tons of men's grooming products available with Manscaped. Use promo code Bears20 at manscaped.com. That link is in the comments. So is the promo code. It's in the description as well. Click and shop today and get going before Valentine's Day. And I think you're going to have a pretty good night if you do. Okay, Cole Kmet now. He also sounded off on this, and he's also Team Justin Fields. But he also kind of pointed to, look, this is life in the NFL, right? He understands it's a business and that it is, a tough decision if you're Ryan Poles. Here's what he had to say to the Chicago Sun-Times. The NFL is unfair. That's just what it is. If they can find a better, cheaper option at any position, they're going to do that. That's what they've got to evaluate if whoever they're going to take at number one is better or not. That's what this business is. Me and DJ Moore have built a really good rapport with Justin, especially this past year, and we were really effective with Justin throwing us the ball. So that's where our preference lies. Whatever decision they go with, life continues to move on, and you just have to deal with it. And that's just the cold, hard truth, right? Like, I appreciate both of these guys in the way they're saying it. They're sticking up for their guy, especially DJ Moore. Not that Cole Kmet isn't, but Cole Kmet's kind of just adding, and even DJ Moore to an extent had that admission today, of just like, hey, man, we want Justin. We've played well with Justin, but we're not paid to make that decision. Like, it's our job as players to play hard and be a good teammate regardless of who the quarterback is. You got to be a professional, man. Like, if they draft Caleb Williams, these guys can't just mail it in. Like, DJ Moore and Cole Kmet are leaders on this football team. Like, I would expect if a quarterback change is made, those two need to be the guys that step up and say, hey, we got to galvanize around this rookie quarterback because we got some momentum as a franchise. We can't just fold because Justin Fields isn't here anymore, if that's the direction they go in. Now, again, just like DJ Moore, I understand Kmet wanting to keep Justin. The last 2 years have been really productive with him, in particular. 13 touchdowns. He had a career year this year in terms of catches and yards. I don't blame these guys for wanting to keep Justin. I would have a problem if they didn't want to. Like, that would have me question them as a teammate. But I do think you're starting to see it creep into some of these players' minds, at least, like, reading the landscape and just understanding, like, maybe it's just mentally preparing themselves, like, this could happen. They might make a change. And at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? Ryan Poles has to make an unemotional call. He has to make an unemotional decision. Like, he can't listen to players say, I want to keep Justin, and keep him just because of that. Should that carry a tiny bit of weight? Yeah, like, I think so. I think if all these guys, like, really go to bat for Justin, like, of course that should factor in, but, like, that can't be some deciding factor. Like, it's up to Ryan Poles to do what he thinks is best for the long-term health of the Chicago Bears. And if that's drafting Caleb Williams, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or if that's keeping Justin Fields, whatever it is, that's why he's paid to make that decision. So I appreciate the just honesty from Cole Kmet and DJ Moore as well. But at the end of the day, only one guy makes this decision, and that is Ryan Poles. So predict it. Who will be the Bears' number 3 weapon? And now maybe if they get Marvin Harrison or Rome Odunze, one of those guys will leapfrog Cole Kmet. But I think since we're talking about DJ Moore and Cole Kmet, clearly the top 2 weapons on this offense, especially when it comes to receiver tight end, you got to add more to that, right? Like, who's going to be that next guy? Are they going to draft a receiver? Is it going to be someone in free agency, maybe like a Mike Evans? You make the call, predict it for us. Who's going to be that big 3, that number 3 guy next to DJ and Cole? Subscribe and don't miss out because tomorrow we will air an exclusive Tyler Scott interview from Super Bowl Media Row in Las Vegas. I didn't make the trip this year. I was there in Phoenix last year, but Chat Sports has a few guys out there, and they met up with Tyler Scott here on Thursday. We're going to air that interview tomorrow as a part of a video, so you're not going to want to miss out. He said some interesting stuff. Subscribe, turn on notifications. Tyler Scott interview coming tomorrow. Should be interesting to hear what he had to say. Some other Kmet nuggets on Media Row. He also joined CHGO, and shout out to CHGO for getting that viral Jackson Smith and Jigba clip that's gone everywhere. This is the first time I've really discussed it on a show. I don't have a strong opinion on that. He was a rookie number 3 receiver in Seattle and had a bit of an up and down rookie season. I wouldn't expect him to like give a glowing Shane Waldron review, but it's also one player who's played one season as the number 3 receiver and maybe like the number 4 target if you counter in Noah Fant last year, which by the way, I think just side note, nerdy X's and O stuff, the Seahawks had to use more tight ends last year, in my opinion, because they had some offensive line issues. And that probably hurt Jackson Smith and Jigba's rookie season. So I think when you like look at context of all this, I don't think we should freak out about Shane Waldron. I don't think we should be overly confident. I think it's a good hire on paper. Let's see how it plays out. He did say that he's excited about Shane. He's talked to him. He's watched some of Seattle's tape to see what they do with the tight end. So he said he was excited. And he also revealed that he fractured his forearm in Week 18 and played through the injury. Now, I don't think he realized the extent of it at the time. Said it's a small fracture. He had a little bit of a, not even a full cast. It was more of like a brace. Said in the next few weeks he'll be fine. It's like a 6-week injury, and it's already been, 3-4 weeks since the end of the season. So he'll be ready for mini camps and all that, but that was certainly a notable thing as well. All right, guys. Good stuff. Busy show. Appreciate everybody who made it to the end of the video. If you did, give me a follow on Instagram, at HGramNFL. Remember, we're going to put some of your mock drafts on our next live show, which will be Monday. So join us for that. We'll have videos between now and then as well. Bear down.